Alright, I think that's good. Now to get back into the thick of it. Again. 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 Alright, everyone, welcome back to stream of building... No. I meant to push the transition button. The stream of building this son of a gun. That we had started building earlier, but hadn't finished. We got torso on ahead. This super pelvic thrust action. Which it's kind of unfortunately doesn't look good when he's not pelvic thrusting. Lift it up. What does he look like? You got this great big frickin' gap there. Great, I don't know why I'm doing this again. Especially after the Tomb Raider thing. You know, a few people like Tomb Raider. That's nice. But this... Who gives a damn about frickin' this? I know I do, so I'm just gonna do it until it's done. The main reason I even want to do it at all is just because I want to have at any point in the instructions somewhere where it tells you to put the sticker. Oh, it does. Put the forehead sticker on there. I don't know why I didn't see that or wasn't paying attention or whatever. Alright. Anyway. Might as well actually do that. Since it's there, and I can do it, and I was aware of it. S21. So, before... when I was streaming, we went through a Centrax worth of Sonic Unleashed music. This time around, we're listening to music from Sonic 06, the terrible, terrible game that no one can forget no matter how much they want to, especially me. Get on there. Get off the toothpick and get onto his noggin. Yes. Because, the Sonic Unleashed the playthrough. That's, all over and done with. Bell is fucking worthless, got no notification at all today. Not this, not Tomb Raider, not even the earlier one. I know, right? It's like, the world just does not... Well, YouTube or whatever it is, the thing that runs, doesn't really do a damn thing. And again, that's why I try to always promote these streams through Discord and Twitter. Just so long as I have the @everyone chime. What's going on here? My chair is not in the way it needs to be! Ugh. Okay. So that's the head thingamabob sticker on there. But you know what? I said before that when I'm gonna come back, you know, Unleashed isn't technically, at least I don't think it was meant to be part of the Sonic-thon, but when I come back to the Sonic-thon, I am going to finish up the handheld game series, and then I'm going to pick up with... I am going to, in fact, do Sonic Advance all over again. Whether or not I want to or not. And I also hate myself enough, or at least I must, if I really want to do this, redo the playthrough of, yeah, that game. And I mainly really want to do that just so that I have better quality video and audio to go with that sort of thing, because I listened to myself in the old Sonic 06 playthrough, and the noise, it just sounds so horrifyingly awful. It feels like I was talking through a potato. Potato microphone, as it were. Alright, adjust the settings again. Turn the light on except one notch. Alright. So we got the head, and this much done. Yep, the D-frame again. I put everything back in the box, damn it! I won't be needing you till later. Yeah, I won't be needing that till page 3, it looks like. D-frame. Where's the D-frame? That'd be a big green, gray one. Can't be as bad as hearing the entire environment noises. No. Maybe not, but it is still something that I would very much prefer to have, you know, just better than what it is. Because there's also the fact that I realized how absolutely crazy I went during that playthrough. And a whole bunch of other very unnecessary things that I did during that playthrough. Just various things about the playthrough as a whole that I just feel like I could do or present a lot better now than when I did it then. So then I did it just because someone had requested me to do it, and you know, I wasn't opposed to doing it then, and I'm not entirely opposed to doing it again now. Why else would I even consider the possibility? But the majority of my reasoning in this particular instance is just I've been revisiting Sonic 06 recently anyway, and, you know, partially because of the Sage demo, and of course it's just been on my mind for a number of other reasons, so I figured, you know what? Why don't I try to do that again? Maybe not give the game more justice, because there's no doing more justice to Sonic 06. You can't really do that without completely remaking the game from the ground up, I don't think. And even then, that's a bit of a stretch. But again, there's this but here with E229. I do want to... I'm losing my train of thought here. 17. The point is, I just want to redo the Sonic 06 playthrough for my own personal sake, because I can't rewatch that playthrough without feeling very cringy at the sound quality and just the general quality of my commentary in general. I mean, there are a few jokes that I remember sticking into the playthrough that I kind of liked, like Omega actually talking. Like some of the Omega talking stuff that I did. And I don't know if I'm going to do that again, but we'll see. I've yet to complete all the Shadow and Silver missions myself. Someday I swore I never would, but... Dude! I don't blame you for not doing so. I mean, it took... Ugh. It took a lot out of me to get that far. I'm confused. There we go. I think that's right. In the correct orientation. I did it, because I'm a fucking idiot, obviously. 4? You know, the more times I say that, the more times I'm adding that to any potential counter that I'm creating, that I intend to have as a result of the number of times that I've said that. I don't know if anyone's doing that. I don't blame you for not wanting to. But again, the bounty is still out. One free video game LP and/or review. No, not and/or. Or review. If someone can create a video cataloging all my moments of me basically saying I'm an idiot. I'm not sure if I should discount streams from that counter, because that is a lot of stuff to go through. 13, there it is. And you know, a lot of people probably won't think that it's worth the end value of that. Especially if it happens to be a game that I intend to review and/or do a Let's Play of at some point in the future. And regardless... But there you have it. One way or another. Get off there. Yeah, I already see there's a S01 there. Sticker. Go away. Sometimes these things want to cling on after I flip them off. Sometimes they want to go flying. Most of the times I wish they'd just go flying. Because, you know, I can clean these things up after. At some point, because... You know, I don't mind dropping these things. They're teeny tiny little specks of plastic. Oh, I forgot. E29. Where is that? These. E. Is this? No, that's F. That's F. E2. Here we go. E2. E29. Shadow's missions, you know, I think every character has that one very dumb mission that I really don't care for. Something about testing your brain. But I think, for the most part, you can at least complete most of Shadow's missions without trouble. If anything involving Silver and his stupid psychic abilities that I can understand not wanting to do at all ever in the history of existence. Because fucking Silver the fucking hedgehog. Why do I keep saying that? Silver the fucking hedgehog, Mr. It's no use. Which is true, because it is no use to get through most of his missions. Because, and I'll tell you why, it's fucking Silver the fucking hedgehog. Who likes Silver? I'll tell you who. A lot of people, actually. It's kind of disturbing. I don't even know where I was going with that. But, hey, we got ourselves an Autobot symbol. I am an Autobot. Okay, take this, shove it up in there, shove it up in there. That's interesting. Plug it on there. Smokestack, even though this guy doesn't transform into anything. Goes on there. And that together. And that gives us one shoulder pad thing. Feels like this should be a shoulder off of a model for Drift or something. Oh, it's the accordion song. Actually, I'm just remembering now, I think one of Silver's missions is actually a semi-romantic boat ride with Blaze, where he attacks a bunch of targets along the way, if I recall correctly. God, it's hard to argue with the fact that Sonic 06 has some awesome music. That's a sad thing I can say about most Sonic games, is that whether or not I like them or enjoy their qualities, or if they're actually a decent game or not, they generally always have good soundtracks. Why does that always end up being the most consistently good thing about Sonic games? Why can't the people who are in charge of music also be in charge of the quality direction of the game as a whole when that kind of stuff happens, you think? Oh God. Now that you've brought up all the character missions and whatnot, I know I did like a handful of them while I was during the original playthrough, and that's just for the sake of doing it. That's probably is something that I should do when I revisit it. Just basically do every single mission with every single character. It wasn't painful enough the first time. And, you know, as long as that game is, it needs padding out. Get off there. I also, at some point, want to revisit the multiplayer of that game as well. But I'm not sure that that's ever gonna happen. Being as I recall the last time that I asked, the entire reason I dumped the multiplayer footage was because Victor and I got into an argument, and you know, admittedly he was in a bad mood at the time. He didn't want to be involved in the whole thing. And to be fair, I don't blame him. It's Sonic 06. But he brought up Sonic Heroes. And I just... I wouldn't have it. And then I ended up posting the video anyway, and then later on I decided, no, I don't really want this to be the representation of what I do in the multiplayer segments of Sonic 06. You know, there's me being mad or frustrated at the game because the game is doing something stupid, and then there's me screaming at my brother because he was being a butt. And I don't think that's a good representation, again, of what the Sonic 06 multiplayer is like. No. You want a good representation of what Sonic 06 multiplayer is like, though. Oh my god. Super Gaming Brothers. If you didn't end up laughing at Elliot's misfortune in, what was it, Flame Core, there's something disgustingly wrong with you. But even if you didn't laugh, you probably will have laughed anyway, just because Matt started laughing. He was laughing so hard that he nearly passed out. And that, I think, was the biggest, and that was the highlight of the entire Let's Play, because, you know, otherwise, I kind of felt like the SGB Sonic 06 playthrough was a bit of a cop-out, because only John was doing commentary for it because of various video problems. That is lopsided. God. Okay, they are kind of both little shit. But yeah. That part of the LP, it was just super. Just freaking the best. Okay. F111. I was about to say, where is... oh no, there is no 11. This is 1. F1 number 1. But you know what? Regarding Sonic 06 on the whole, it's a very unpolished game with a lot of glitches. And I can say the same thing about Sonic Adventure. And there's a lot of things in common between the two games that people bring up. Like, you know, you start off with the Wave Ocean, which is basically the beach level from Sonic Adventure, which I've already forgotten the name of. Why? Emerald Coast, yeah. And you know, they're both unpolished, although Sonic Adventure still turns out to be a generally good game for what it does. But if there's one other thing I feel slightly common, at least in regards to what's occurred while I've been playing Sonic 06 and Sonic Adventure, is that everyone also claims that those are significantly heavily glitched games that have some really game-breaking bugs in them that makes them borderline impossible to play. Now, I can understand, like, the Crisis City. I can understand hating that because of the Mach Speed section and whatnot. After a while, I kind of figured it out. You know, to use the ring trails to basically straighten yourself out on the road to avoid, you know, at least to keep yourself from not dying. You know, avoiding stuff it's up to some ridiculous RNG there. And sometimes I can outwit the RNG. It is possible. But in general, as far as game-breaking bugs and glitches, in both Sonic Adventure and Sonic 06, I have somehow managed to avoid most of it. Like, okay, I don't get stuck on a wall as Rouge or Knuckles with that whole climbing hullabaloo. But I can I can sort of wedge myself off the wall with some work. So it's not super game-breaking, it's just one of those things that was programmed just a little stupid. And, you know, I can deal with it. But, you know, things like, clipping through the floor at those, loop-de-loops on Wave Ocean never happened to me. Granted, I try to avoid doing, getting on those loop-de-loops at all most of the time. And when I do, jump on them, what ends up happening is that I won't really clip through them. I'll just go up the loop and then stop. And I'll be upside down and I'll be like, well, this is the thing. Fuck gravity. Oh, gravity fucked me over enough times. I don't know why I should care about it. That said, of course, in general, I do find the glitches, the particularly fun glitches, that is, you know, like being able to skip over large sections, Sonic's infinite gem power-ups, that sort of stuff, to be some of the better elements of replaying Sonic 06. But again, that goes for replaying Sonic 06. You know, playing through it the first time without those, it's not nearly as fun. Not nearly as fun. Of course it's not nearly as fun. It's fucking Sonic 06. Because without game-breaking capabilities and bugs and whatnot... eh. But I still have to think that one of my favorite glitches is being able to take Omega into places that he shouldn't... well, taking characters into any places that they shouldn't be able to get into regardless is one of the better glitches I find in the game. Oh, this is one of those do it 2 times type things. And... oh. Almost missed that. One more thing to clip out here. But I think getting E102 Gamma? No. E123 Omega into places that he can't get to, like Shadow's portion of Wave Ocean. That's got to be one of my more favorite ones because, well, even getting Omega into any place that he shouldn't be in general, because it's just... Omega is... he doesn't have very good combat abilities, but that broken is all heck flight capability of his. Just love it. You can ascend in some of the dumbest places. That would be a cat. I'm not gonna let her in, because what she'll end up doing is she'll want to get right up into the midst of all this stuff that I'm putting together. Get it all swooped around and mooshed around and cause all sorts of chaos and havoc that I don't need. So, sorry, but you're not getting in here. E2, 1, and what was it? 2. Well, that's right there. You know, I can't even remember now that I think about it. Did I actually go out of my... No, yeah, that's... I remember now. I remember what I did was I actually had a stream dedicated to that, now that I recall. Where I showed getting caught outside of the boundary of Silver's boss battle, and then getting shot to the moon. Because that's something that I had to trigger. A lot of people feel like that sort of happens just because stupid things, but I got that to trigger completely accident. I had to actually force that kind of event to trigger itself during the stream by using the gem powers and in the in the brain scratch. In the Brain Scratch commentary playthrough, Lewis managed to trigger that event by complete happenstance. Again, thinking back to Brain Scratch, I also recall when they went to one of their conventions and forced Ted to play the game. And Ted had trouble with the Silver Boss battle. And he's just like, okay, and then when he can do it, he handed the controller over to Johnny. He said, okay, here, smartass, you do it. And then instantly... and then the moment Johnny grabbed it, and the boss fight started back up again, Silver jumped and Johnny whacked him in the head, and everyone just sort of went off on him like that. Just like, good job, Ted, you couldn't do that! Okay, let's see. Jointed sections. Don't give me trouble again. That one goes on there. That one goes on there. And they clamp together. Give them the clamps! And then we do that again. But, you know what, I'm... As clear as it is that Sonic 06 is a mess of a game that has some good points, some very hard to find good points, and I would say at least a modicum of potential for something better, given that it's based off the Sonic Adventure style the Sonic Adventure play style. And there's nothing inherently wrong with the Sonic Adventure play style. It's a solid enough play style, otherwise the Sonic Adventure games wouldn't be as highly regarded as they are, regardless of things like their polish and quality and how well they have and or haven't aged. So, you know, I think that if Sonic 06, you know, got itself remade to the point where it was on par with those games, then that'd be great. But one thing about it, I remember Ted himself saying several times, you know, he said it wasn't that bad, and he's just like, I think it's an accomplishment not to be not good at Sonic 06, because it means I haven't wasted my life. You know, personally, it depends on the game for me. But personally, I feel like it's generally in my best interest to try to play the game to the best of my abilities, regardless of whether or not it's as disgustingly bad as I feel it is, like, say, Mega Man X6 or Sonic Heroes. Because, don't drop it out of my hand. Wait, what? Oh, okay. This S is going in a very specific orientation. Very difficult to tell. So you gotta be careful with that. But yeah, in general, I think it's always in my best interest to try and play a game to the best of my abilities, regardless of its qualities. You know, just to say that, you know, even if I don't like the game, or I find the game to be abysmally bad in one way or another, that I can at least claim that I'm not half-assing it, that I'm doing my best here. But I don't know. I don't know what other people's stance on that kind of thing are. I know Johnny has generally the same inclination as I do, but I don't know. Ted doesn't seem to give shit. If the Peanut Gallery would like to chime in their own thoughts on that. You know, do you think it's worth, even if the game is bad, is it worth playing to the best of your ability, or trying to get better at the game sort of thing? Or is it one of those kind of things where it's bad, fuck it, I don't give a shit? Or does it depend on the game? Again, it does mostly depend on the game for me. Mostly. Like, again, I hate Mega Man X6, and I hate Sonic Heroes, but I will try my best at both of those games and learn them pretty hard. On the other hand, we have Sonic Rush, which I didn't like, didn't want to like, and dropped it like a hot potato. Even it's bad, I'll try to... Yeah. I suppose a more poignant question is there a particular game that is so bad for you that, like myself, you dropped it like a hot potato without a second thought and don't even give a shit for wanting to try to get good at it? Because, again, for me, that is, if I choose to drop the game, it means it's really bad. You know, I realize that I'm aware that Sonic Rush isn't that bad. You know, in the general context of what it is. I just really did not like what it was. I really hated it. It's just like, I got the feel for it really quick, and then I was just like, fuck. It may not be a bad game, but it is one game that sort of left that disgusting taste in my mouth just for even trying it. F15. And I don't even want to lay my hands on Rush Adventure or the DS version of Sonic Colors as a result. Choose to drop during my week-long stream last month. Even SGP dropped it, my memory served me right. My memory's a little fuzzy at the moment. It certainly wasn't... It wasn't Superman, it was something else. I think it was Superman 64, but... What did that... Oh, what am I thinking of? I'm sorry, my memory is... faulty right now. I've completely forgotten which game that is. I think Superman 64, because I think Superman 64 was a game they did drunk once. And then never again. Or was it... I'm trying to remember what playthroughs that SGB have decided to... I remember hearing a story about them doing Sonic Genesis once, and then giving up on it. Oh, Batman and... Oh my fucking god, yeah, now I remember. Batman and Robin. Wait. I'm confused. How does this orient? Is it this way around? No. Oh, I don't want to get this wrong. 5. That instructions don't really make it clear which way this is supposed to be oriented. Yeah, you did, 60-man Super 4. What the hell? 60-man Super 4? The fuck? What is wrong with 60-man Super 4? Super... I'm alright, I think. I think. Superman 64. I mean, it is kind of late, so I can blame myself for that. But I mean, my God. I'm not even drunk. Not that I ever am, but... I generally try to avoid being drunk. Oh, did I get this right? Oh, I'm willing to bet that I did this wrong. Late, I live in the future, it's Sunday for me now. Well, good for you! For me, it's still 11. Oh, man. I did this wrong. That is unfortunate. Now I have to pry that apart. Damn it! Worst part is I probably did both of them wrong if I got one of them wrong. I don't like that. I don't like that noise. Oh, have I ruined this already? Yeah, 60-man Super Force sounds like a really god-awful knockoff Marvel or something. Like not a Marvel villain, a knockoff Marvel villain or superhero or something. $60-man Super 4. Alright, let's try that again. Hopefully I got it right this time. Yep, that feels right. Different segments of Crisis at each track. That's probably what I should have thrown in, like, the Generations version of Crisis City. Or that one remix that I used for one of those Who's It videos, the Mach Speed videos. The Arcana, whoever his name is, remixes. Yep, that's good. So that's fixed. Nothing's broken yet. It's good news, actually. Fisting time. 21 and 3. I'm sorry, what did I just say? I swear that this video is entirely proper for YouTube. The connotations of what I said are specifically in regards to the fact that I am creating a fist. For a model kit. He does got some big mitts, though. I'll give him that. This Prime could punch a fool. Or 2. Or 3. He probably punches way through the whole Decepticon army. In fact. And my hands are all sorts coordinated right now. Push the fist in to its wrist socket. And with that done, our Optimus Prime model has one arm. Good girl. Really good curl. I was a bit worried since that upper joint doesn't really go that far. This joint, that seems to be the limit of it due to the design, but it's good. It's good bend. So let's finish that other arm, shall we? Again, trying to get him into a relaxed, non-pelvic thrust pose. His shoulder still wants to focus check up. Oh! We've already gone through the entire set of soundtracks already. Isn't that great? Almost tempted to try and bring up something different. What else have I got here that we can listen to? I can go back to listening to Sonic Unleashed. Oh, you know what? Let's listen to... First, let's clear the playlist. Let's listen to this instead. Why does this completely go out of order? Now, a lot of the reason that I'm committed to buying Spark the Electric Gesture because I really did like the soundtrack. So I ended up buying the game and the soundtrack. You know, I wouldn't recommend Spark the Electric Gesture. I keep saying gesture. Jester over Freedom Planet. I still say that if you're looking for a really good Sonic clone with some really good mechanics and really good, just a really good game overall, that I personally think that Freedom Planet is a slightly more fulfilling game than Spark the Electric Gesture. But if you can play Spark the Electric, if you can pick up Spark the Electric Gesture, do it! And buy the soundtrack too. Buy that. Buy the soundtrack. Do it, you son of a gun. It's on Bandcamp, I think. I'm pretty sure. If I recall correctly. Why can't I remember where I actually got it? I'm pretty sure it was on Bandcamp. And of course, I am looking forward to the sequel. It's actually been renamed. It's no longer Spark the Electric Gesture, it's Spark the Electric Gesture 2. I've been following Mr. Lake Feppard on Twitter and seeing a number of his updates to level maps and games and whatnot. I've seen some of the most recent. I've seen one of the most recent ones. It looks like he's going to do a space elevator map. Uh-oh. I may have clamped this together too quickly. Shit. Did I clamp it together too quickly? Doesn't matter now. Slid out. And there we go. You stay like that. Okay. Next fist. I mean, you have played the before and after the sequel games, right? I'm pretty sure you did. You did Let's Plays them, which I can't remember if I watched those. No, wait, I do remember them now. Yeah, I did watch those. Yeah. So, you played those. If you enjoyed those, you're not... You know, you have... Wait. Oh, 26. And you want to play more of that style of game? Spark the Electric Jester is pretty good for that. I think the only problem that I had was the controller support, which, you know, that's a problem with all of those games from what I've gathered. But, you know, if you were already playing those other games like Joy Key or something like that, it shouldn't be a problem. Or, you know, if you already adjusted to the awkward controls of those other games, awkward control layout, you know, I mean, as the button configurations, not the controls themselves. The controls are pretty damn smooth and whatnot for Spark the Electric Jester. So, again, it's pretty darn good. I think the only reason it's kind of a downplayed game, one of the main reasons it's a bit of a downplayed game compared to, like, Freedom Planet is, and I'm not so sure about this because I haven't really checked, it's only available through Steam. Like, it's only a PC, it's a PC-only game, so that, I can understand that being a deterrent for potential buyers who would rather have, you know, something solid, something available on a console. But, there we have it. There we have Prime. At least most of the Prime minus his legs. Good curl. Well, the one thing that sort of bugs me up front about the game design is the number of power-ups. Like, you know, there's a lot of different power-ups, and I remember during my playthrough of Spark, I basically fixated on the hammer power-up for most of the game. But I'm also aware that there were a couple of power-ups that I just completely underutilized or didn't utilize that well through my course of playing the game. Oh yeah, and one thing you're gonna have to learn if you want to ever Let's Play Spark the Electric Jester is that there's a couple of trouble spots if you didn't watch my Let's Play. Number one, in order to capture the pause screen, because apparently the pause screen counts as a separate window somehow, you have to basically capture your entire display. Oh, that feels very interesting. It's best that if you're going to record Spark the Electric Jester, you capture your entire display and have, you know, section off a piece of the display so that you can capture everything in a single area. Or something like that. Because, with the pause screen counting as a separate window, it causes all sorts of weird hiccups with trying to record the thing. So I recommend, if you ever do decide to do that, you know, heed that little piece of advice right there to record the entire screen, or an entire section of the screen, rather than window capture. I noticed there's some more stickers that I didn't deal with on the arms. Hang on a second. Where are you? S22 and 23. Trying to remember other things that I can say about Spark the Electric Gesture there of note. I do know that Mr. Pepper actually went out of his way to completely redo the story of the game. Well, not completely redo, just like redo the script of the game so that it was less, just less goofy overall and more, slightly more serious in tone overall. I am missing a Q-tip. No, here we got one. And generally I don't abide by that kind of stuff, especially on digital release games where that sort of thing is going to just, you know, the old script is going to disappear completely, you know. But I can sort of understand wanting to change the original script based on what I saw of older Let's Plays, like the SGB playthrough. Like, there's some things that just don't line up and don't seem all that right. So I can somewhat forgive a complete shift in the overall storytelling of the game and its elements. I will say one thing about my play for Spark the Electric Gesture that made it a little bit more painful for me personally, is that I actually tried to do voice acting for every single character and make sure that it all sounded very robotic and fell in line with their characterization, which I'm a little bit regretful for when it comes to the character of Spark. Like the fake Spark character, the robot. Because in the end it kind of turned out not exactly the way I wanted it to be. His character was. Okay. Let's just hold that over for now. Good God, there's so much of this here. Like, I know this is a thing that happens. This is what I do when this is what happens when I'm not actually clipping the things off into a box. They'll end up right here on the freaking table. I'll just have to brush them off later. Let's see. Okay, final assembly and some extra sticker details on last page. This is just covering the assembly of legs, and what we need for that are parts. A lot of times 2 to go on here. It looks like that's all for the sake of assembling the inner portions of the legs. Okay, let's see. We need F-frame, F1, and the other one. But I think the one song that I really ended up liking a lot from the game, and this doesn't come until I think till the very end of the soundtrack, is the secret hidden boss theme for FARC mode. Well, I say secret and hidden, but it's not much of a secret when I do a playthrough of it. Do I need 9 and 2? Oh boy. This big piece right here. Because FARC himself is so freaking edge-tastic. He ends up with a boss theme that I swear, if you weren't paying attention to the lyrics, should have been from the Shadow the Hedgehog story. Anyway, I'm starting to fall apart. I'm going to head off to bed, and by bed, I mean bed. Alright. Good night, man. You rest easy, and I'll continue babbling to myself. I'll be the one who does the bab. You go to the bed. And then for that we need parts 6 and 4 from the E-frame. I'll just continue to babble on, rogue. God. Oh no, wait, that's 4. 4? And this is 6. Get in there. Feisty, silly, aren't you? Yeah, the tolerances for this model were pretty high. And I'm grateful for that, because, you know, you want a model that's good and solid. There's a lot of the reason why I even decided to get this model. If I didn't mention that before, was just to see whether or not the quality itself would be up to snuff for true modeling standards. Because I really do want to. I really want to see their IDW figures through. Well, their IDW models, I mean. Because, you know, I know there's the toys for both G Creations and what was it? GT something or other. And both of them were, you know, I like the G Creations one, at least in terms of the way it looks, but based on how people describe the way it transforms, and, you know, the fact that it transforms the way that it does, is a complete frickin' nightmare. It's why I want to see the model kit line for Fun Toys succeed, especially if they can keep going as cheaply as they do, because, you know, I know with Transformers, there's this whole thing about they must transform because that is the whole shtick of the franchise. And I get that. But to me, it's more important to have awesome robots. Because at the end of the day, these things are going to sit on my shelf in robot mode, looking like awesome robots. And I always like the, and I get the value of the transformation, but I place a great deal more value, personally, in it being an action figure. Like a posable figure that can pose, you know? So it's not like... And one of the things about these models that I'm seeing is just their general flexibility. I mean, look at this. There are not a great deal many actual Transformers action figures that can bend their arms like this, or, you know, even look as dynamic as this model does, while still ascertaining the capability of transformation. So, I want, you know, for the people who love and think and value the whole Transformers must transform because they are Transformers things, you know, good on you. But I want more of this. Me personally, I just want more of this, because I place more value in an awesome, posable robot. Because I'm at a point in my life where I'm getting tired of the transforming, if you know what I mean. Like, once again, nothing against transformation. It is an integral part of what makes the Transformers franchise what it is, and I respect that. But the longer you get on with this franchise, the more complex transformations you see, and the more complex transformations you have to personally deal with, especially with things like tight parts or awkwardly moving transformation segments. You just want to get on. You just want to. Sometimes you just want to stop and get on with your frickin' life. You know, why can't it be simple, fold here and extend robot legs or something stupid like that? I don't... Not saying that I don't value highly complex transformations. I'm trying to cover all my bases here. I can do highly complex transformations and I see the values in them. But that does not denote the fact that they are tiring. They're tiring. As someone who wants to sit down every once in a while, you know, pick out a figure or a model or whatever, pose it, have some fun ideas run through my head over how to, you know, maybe animate it or something like that. And then I stop to think, okay, how long will it take to transform it during an action sequence? It just becomes a roadblock when that kind of thing takes a long time, or has to do one particular thing in its transformation that is just a little more not simple than it could be. It's why there's a part of me that that really wanted to get the Combiner Wars like Prowl. Specifically because I had the Classics Prowl, like the Classics Universe 2.0, whatever it is, Prowl. Good figure, good decent figure, nice, good on action poses and the like. But my Jesus, those trying to transform the door wings. Trying to transform the door wings, it just... It disgusted me. It disgusts me having to fuss with those darn things as much as I have to. Because they're not as simple as I would like them to be. They do this thing. They do this thing where they have to sort of insert and wrap around and become as one with something. It just... I don't know how really to describe what it is. It's difficult to describe my disdain for that particular transformation. I think it goes in like that. To the point where I just want to replace it with something simple and fun, even if it doesn't look as good. Why I wouldn't mind again. For the same, I want stuff like this not to replace my Transformers figures or whatnot, but to supplement them. If you know what I'm getting at. Let's finish the joint for the other side and get that assembled. Should also note that I am talking a whole lot, just blathering on about nonsense that nobody cares about or is listening to. Hell, I don't even think Sonic was really listening when he was here. Not trying to put you down or anything or put you on the spot, but you know, I seriously doubt you care about most of the stuff that I blather about that isn't related to Sonic or video games. Not everyone cares about Transformers or model kits or whatnot. And I'm not blaming you. Everyone has their tastes, everyone has their interests, everyone has their things, and the things that they don't like or don't care about or don't interest them or something like that. This frame is actually completely clear. That's 2 down. It's good to see that we're actually approaching a moment, a time, when this thing may in fact actually be complete. That no more work will have to be put into it. Especially when, as I stated, no one gives a shit. Especially this late in the night. You know, depending on where you're from, it's almost midnight where I am. Granted, I stay up late a lot of the time anyway. I don't like that long again. So this is nothing. This ain't nothing to me. This is child's play. HG, Bill Divers, GBN, Base Gundam exhibited at All Japan Model Hobby Show 2018. Oh, dude. If this ends up being a P Bandai, I won't blame it, but at the same time, come on. Although, neon. Very neon. Just glancing through my messages, giving my arms time to rest. Oh, I like this track, Sunset Heights. Alright. Last pieces off of these frames. This is like tank tracks. I know they're supposed to be like the leg vent things, but when you just look at them separately from everything, they're tank tracks. Tracking tanks everywhere. Again, cutting these close because I don't care about gouges or any other potential nub marks, because these look like they're going to be internalized pieces. It's when they end up on the outside that I try to be more cautious about that. Ah, the big parts, the big blue leg chunks come into play. E1, 2, and 4. How long have I been recording? We're getting on 2 hours now. Getting pretty close. It's been an hour and 44 minutes. An hour and 44 minutes of me snipping parts and blathering on ad nauseum about things that no one in the world, no one in their right mind wants to hear about. But I do it anyway. Because I can. And because it's the one way to keep myself sane. Already, so we will insert you into there, and let's see. Is it this one? No, it's this one. You in there, and you go in specific orientation. Doesn't look like it. Then lines come together. This is. I'm not sure how I feel about this being a lot more basic than even a high-grade Gundam do. They're just big chunks of plastic. Seam lines are going to be pretty obtrusive. Like, I don't care too terribly about seeing mines. I deal with that shit all the time with most Transformers toys and Gundam models. There it is. Okay, it's not necessarily the best bend, but it's acceptable. I'll say that much. Sip, sip, and sip. It's one thing I can say about this model so far regarding its parts count. It seems to have a high parts count, and not entirely in either a bad way or a good way. It just seems to have a high part count and high number of runners going for it just because. I think the most egregious thing going on in this entire build has to be the whole polycaps, because these are the type of polycaps that they're using in this build are decidedly very, very non-standard. There's a lot of very non-standard things about this build, at least when I think about Bandai style model kits and Gunpla and that, like, you know, this doesn't feel like it's particularly in line with the mentality that you would get from a Gundam model kit. Kotobukiya model kits, it's a bit iffy sometimes. Sometimes, actually most of the time, from my recall. Because Kotobukiya kits tend to be kind of shit. That came apart easily, thankfully. Not sure if I consider that a good thing. But yeah, Kotobukiya kits, since they cover a broad range of mecha styles and whatnot, I can't blame them for not having a standardized way of doing things, or standardized polycaps or standardized methods of mech design and the like. Like compared to Gundam and Gunpla, which tends to go through several different, you know, they start having things built one way, and then, you know, they start upping the game and change things, and they start building a new way. But even then, it's fairly standardized to a point where integrating various things together is, there's not really a big problem with it. It just, you know, everything flows in a certain way that, you know, after a while you just sort of see how it all goes together, and it can pretty much go together that way every single time for any given model kit. Like, at this point, there's I haven't built many of them, but I have touched off on it on, like, the Freak Schneid. The, sliding shoulder mechanism in the current, set of high-grade build models. Wherein the shoulder mechanism can extend outward from the body to give the shoulders more range of forward and backward movement. And I'm not against that. It seems like a good enough idea, but I'm also of the mindset that the simple swing-out polycap system that we had before, and still kind of have intermittently, it was fine, as far as I was concerned. And Optimus Prime shoulder system, I'm looking at it, seems to be an inversion of that. Like, it's got the same swing out polycap sort of idea going for it, but instead of the ball joint being on the inside, instead of having a ball joint on the inside of the torso, part of the system, it's a peg that sticks outward into the arm that also has a receiving polycap. Which, I mean, okay. It's your type of model, it's your way. So everyone's got their way, it's just that Bandai, I feel like Bandai is kind of a leader in the model kit market with their Gunpla stuff. So I think there is a certain degree of value in following that model. You know, that business and design mentality. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to talk down your whole ideal here, Flame Toys. You do you, but I'm not going to raise an eyebrow, you know? Whoa. Lean back a bit too farther. Alright, wheel time. Wheel. 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 Oh my god, no. I feel so terrible now that I thought about it. And there's a game really should let's play. I don't know why I just thought about it now. Owl Boy. But one problem with that game, before I even... One thing that before I... What am I trying to say? I still feel like I need to complete that game before I do a Let's Play of it, because there's a few... I've already beaten that game, so to say. There's a few too many side elements that I haven't really touched upon that I feel like I really should before I get around to doing a Let's Play or something like that, because I really do need to... I really feel like it's one of those games that deserves that kind of chance. Wait a minute. Is that... What? Confused. No, I think that was right. Yeah, I had that right. Wheel. So playing for the wheel deal now. And wheel. You're playing for wheel. No. Don't tell me to put stickers on after. Alright, hang on. Get these wheels off. Alright. Let me... You know what, since I already started, I might as well get each tire, each rim, each wheel together. Like that. But you know what, I've had this thing on this one screen for a while. I haven't paid attention to whether or not things have changed. Nope, nothing's changed. I am still alone. Wait a minute. Oh, here it is. D. You heard nothing. Alright, let's see. The problem is, it points out like S2 or S something or SSS and all this S stuff. S10, S11, S, all this stuff. It doesn't really point out, oh, this is where sticker goes. Like, the most indicative thing about whether or not this is a sticker or a piece is the fact there's a green line somewhere on here, and that's not entirely clear to me. You know, that's something that I feel, again, Bandai did better. S I'm putting a shiny blue part on a blue part. That's fantastic. I feel like this design is it is mental. It is mentally stable. It is exactly everything that should ever be. And 12. Where's 12? Oh, that is a red piece that goes onto a blue piece. That is the exact opposite of courage. Everything, this is the exact face of everything wrong with the world. What is this contrast you're speaking of? Who has time? Who thinks that contrast is a good idea? Everything should be the same color forever. If it's already one color, it doesn't ever need to be another color. Blue and blue go together. Blue and red. The contrast so hard. It's disgusting. It's horrible. We don't need that in this world. This world is all about things like symmetry and exacts and likenesses. Blue goes on blue because no shit, Sherlock, it's blue. Contrasting with red. Everything should be all one color. Because that is the ideal. Everything should be all red or all blue all the time, not some mishmash combination of the two things that were never meant to be together. It's like, you fucking idiots, like mixing peanut butter and fucking jelly, you disgusting whore. You terrible human being. Or worse, peanut butter chocolate. Put things like that together. I mean, god damn. You want to know what goes good with peanut butter? More peanut butter. People need to quit making those disgusting... quit subjecting themselves to the horrifying nature that is the peanut butter and jelly sandwich and Reese's peanut butter cups with their chocolate in them, and, you know, eat things that are made solely out of chocolate or solely out of peanut butter or purely out of grape jelly or whatever flavor of jelly. I won't judge what flavor. You know, unless it happens to be mango jelly. Yeah. Horrifying. Actually, does mango jelly actually exist? Straying away from this false sense of disgust. I actually do wish, if there is such thing as mango jelly, someone tell me right now. Or mango jam, I should probably say, not mango jelly. God, these are enormous wraparound stickers. Sorry for doing this next part here off screen. But these large encompassing stickers that wrap around large sections deserve my full attention. Okay, now I can put some wheels on over that. And oh no way. S15. Oh, great. So disgusting red stickers again with contrast. Designers must be purged from this land. Their unholy ideals, putting red on blue and blue on putting blue on blue is even a remotely good idea, or anything good in this world to come from it. You know, even though Optimus Prime is a red and blue. But shut up! And he's completely perfect because of it, or regardless of it. Shut up! I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm being facetious. I'm also really tired. I'm sitting up like this in this chair, hunched over my desk, putting this thing together. Is doing nothing short of an absolute fucking number off my back. Okay, I gotta move around a bit, or at least shift my. What fell? Shift my body a little bit so that I'm not cramping. Ugh. all sorts of things like this. Cracks and knuckles. Rougher than the rest of them, the best of them tougher than leather. Take only knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles. I'm hard as nails, it ain't hard to tell. I break them down whether they're solid or frail. I forgot the rest of the lyrics from this point onward. Not that it matters, you're listening to something else entirely at this point. Woo! Although that's primarily because I got the music running. Okay. Let's go back to Sticker Town. And we'll get this. Other really big one right over here. And begin the process of putting it on and wrapping it around. Come on. Come on. Fills in a bit. Tires go on. And one here. Let's do these more red and blue stickers. It is a lot of stickering, though. I do think some points do have to be docked with that. Especially when it comes to things like this, the wraparound. It feels like that should be... like, what that should have been is that there should have been a part or some parts that go together here that are internally wrapped within the big blue shell of leg, rather than let's have a whole great big blue shell of leg and then put some extra detail back here or something like that. That doesn't sit right with me. I feel like their part separation could have been a thing, rather than, you know, let's stick stickers on it to make up for that. You know, that's what older model kits did, and these days more model kits are they do more well off without, you know, too many stickers other than, you know, like marking insignias and whatnot. And maybe just some stickers for the eyes. This kit though, it doesn't even have. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do eye stickers, you know. Fucking optical stickers. You know, those are stupid. Your eyes should be eyes. They should be these translucent plastic things. You know. They should be pure. They should be blue. They should be. Why do I have a gesture? Oh wait, I remember now. Okay, never mind. I was about to ask, why do I have 2 extra wheels that I don't never? Sorry about that. I bumped the microphone that I won't ever need. F1, 6, and 7. Nope. Okay, for a moment I wasn't thinking whether or not that was actually part of the music. That weird noise. The heck? That's on. Oh, wait. So I can hear that, like, right in my ears. Listening to it actually kind of reminds me of, what is it? Either ZX or ZX Advent, one of those 2 games. Just the style of the music. This other frame cleared. We are slowly running out of frames. A8. Get off of there. Let's see. In there. That and smush it together. Here we go. Next. And 17. Or 17 and 18. Step aside. If you could do that again, you could shoot. I'll do my job, Pencilman. Don't tell me how to do yours. Thank you, officer. Shut it off! Randomly quoting Ghostbusters for no reason. Right, just a couple more things. 20 and 23 for one side. Almost 2.5 hours now. I don't know whether I should be happy about that or distressed. But hey, it is the model building process. I actually do want this done tonight. And I mostly just want to get this done for the sake of you know, I want to make sure that this whole... I want to look back on this whole building process once I'm done with it and be like, was this good? Was this a good kit to build? Was this a decently built kit? Was this kit worth the time, effort, and money I put into it? Because... what am I going to look forward to? What am I going to think looking forward when they actually finally release their IDW Prime and Megatron design kits? Because those are, again, that's the reason I want to see this line continue and prosper, because I want those, I really want those two particular designs. Those are designs that I really like to own. And the third-party transforming, because the third-party transforming versions of those designs, don't necessarily line up to each other. Like, there's the Optimus Prime. They're made by GT Creation and... or not GT Creation, G Creation and GT's and GT Boys or something like that. And both of those are designs that are specifically aimed at a masterpiece scale and size, whereas the Mastermind, I believe it was Mastermind Creations version of the IDW Megatron, not really, I think, masterpiece grade or scale in any shape or form. And again, I really want those two particular designs. Those two particular designs together, especially in a scale that is applicable to each other. Alright, I think, with the exception to weaponry, we're just about done. We just need to... God. Gosh, come on. Have a look at this. Wait a minute. More stickers. More wraparound stickers at that, I'm just noticing. Oh, yay! A lot of stickers. Stickers everywhere. Stickers for everyone and everything in every place imaginable. Hate to pull this thing apart after I put it together. Or maybe I won't. I'm just gonna lift the arm up. Get that toothpick. Okay. 30 and 31. 30 on this side, 30 on the other. Stupid, bloody, wraparound pieces of shit. You don't deserve to exist. You are foul. You really, why couldn't you have designed some sort of internal thing that could have gone, that the red armor parts could have gone over? Torching this entirely from the wrong angle. That's already stuck to my fingers. Damn it. It's already fouled up as it is. Come on. Oh, where's that? Whatever. I'll try and press it into the grooves with my finger. Just a lot of pressure to make it stick. Hopefully that'll work. Let's see. That's 33. See, that needs to go on a shoulder bridge. These foil stickers are not really that great, I'm finding. Now, these aren't Bandai grade foil stickers. These are very clearly, and I hate to say this, official Transformers grade stickers. I say this being, I say I hate to say this because those grade of foil stickers are just, I don't see these lasting. No, I think, I hate to ask that repro labels come along and fix this, because this is a model kit. Honestly, I wouldn't. really... I don't think... I'm just gonna fly this one off screen, sorry. I just don't think that... You know, with this being a model kit, this is one of those things that, you know, you should really ask, like, repro labels or somebody to do, you know, this is stuff that you should be detailing by hand or something like that. I really love this track. I think this is definitely up there, one of my top picks from this whole soundtrack. Personally. If you're on the big boy, big bot. No, hey. Hey! Still feel like there's something missing here. Shit. How did I miss this? God, these are disgustingly thin. I'm almost tempted to say fuck it to these too. Like I did with the itty bitty teeny weeny microscopic little gold stickers up there. This is like stuff that I'd rather just touch up with a yellow Gundam marker or something. Although that sheen, that yellow shininess, it's kind of hard to let go of. No. And then, yeah, piss. The fart boss battle theme. Is that another sticker thing that I missed? Shit, it is. Basically a remix of the main theme, but I mean, good God, if it's a good main theme, and it's a good remix of that main theme, it's good. Should I even be making that canvas? I don't know. It's sad when hand gestures and things like that get associated with terrible things and terrible people, or stupid people, or associated with certain people or things for reasons that are. Okay, there's a couple more stickers. Where would these go? Ugh. Go on the side of his fucking face. Okay. And I still haven't dealt with this one. These ones. Of course, now I'm just humming to the songs now because I'm running out of things to say. Plus, I really just love some of these. I really love this soundtrack. And this reminds me of, what was it, Mega Man X5's final level? Or the final level of Mega Man X5, I should say. Come on, get on there. I like to feel like what I'm about to do is going to say mission complete, but sadly it is not the end. Because even though this, wow, this feels really solid. Even though this big boy is all done up and pretty and whatnot already, and there's a couple of stickers yet that I'm seeing. Not sure. Okay. Let's just deal with them, shall we? Like, even though I've already decidedly chosen not to deal with these stickers, like, at all, I'm gonna do these ones because reasons. Come on. Ugh. 19 goes on this side. Let's highlight your sideburns. And by that I mean, you know, the sides of your face where there would be some sort of facial hair indication. And not sideburn the actual Transformers character who I don't feel needs any more highlighting than what he gets most of the time, considering that he chases around red cars, causes trouble for the Autobots, and all that good stuff. Alright. And there we go. Fully assembled. He lied. Because there's still more parts left to go yet. Ah! I want to say I'm done. But I'm not! Still got a great big axe and a great big gun. And some big hands to put together. And with that axe in particular, this axe in particular, is going to draw my ire for having these enormous God-forsaken stickers on them. Alright, first let's get the last remaining things off of this frame for the hands. Down. I'm also not quite sure how much I appreciate the fact that both the gun and the axe, oh god, these are just two parts smashed together. Biggest shortcoming of any model kit, I think, when weapons are a two-part process. They should not be that. No weapon in this day and age, as far as model kit building, should ever be a two-part process. Unless it is so tiny and so ubiquitously simplistic that there's no justifiable reason for it not to be a two-piece process. Like, say, beam saber handles. These things, these are so big, so complex looking that they feel like they should be like, at least this axe should be like 10 parts or something like that. Whoa! Actually, the axe is more like 3 parts, depending on whether or not he's holding it or not. let's get the gun and the axe cleaned up first. Together. Okay, so that's for the left hand. This is the right hand. Starting to realize how repetitive this track is. Is it ending yet? Okay, yeah, finally. Jeez. And now for the one of the best tracks in the game. God, I feel so terrible at it. It's sad when I look back at a playthrough I just did and realize exactly how poorly I played and all that stuff, and how much I'd like to redo it, even though it's so soon after I already just did it. But when I look at the final battle with Furai in the Sparks side of Spark the Electric Jester, oh my god, I feel so fucking stupid. Actually, no, what am I saying? I said earlier that the axe is 2 pieces. I've got to put these wheels on them. And there's Prime with a gun. His ion rifle. His riffle of Eon. I hate the fucking... I see what I'm about to have to do. What I'm about to have to do. And I'm sorry, it just suddenly... a vast and unyielding anger boils, literally boils over in my fucking soul. These fucking stickers. These fucking stickers. I'm just looking at them and they piss me off. I'm almost tempted to not put them on at all. Because I just want to be done and over with this. It's so close to the end. We're gone on for 3 hours almost. It'll be 3 hours in a couple minutes. It's 1 in the morning. My throat feels like utter shit. Wait, what are these parts for? Oh, I see. These are for What, really? These are just little polycat things for attaching the things on his back. It's weird. Well, that's everything clipped out. Where'd that toothpick go? There it is. We'll start with small ones. 27, 28. Do 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 do. You know, I already know that the ones on the opposite, they're supposed to go on the side opposite now that I'm looking at it. But I'm also noticing that there is no point in the instructions that actually tells you where the stickers on this side actually go on the axe. Good job being so clear on that, Flame Choice. I mean, I can figure that out on my own, because I'm not a dummy. And to be perfectly honest, I'm so pissed off at the fact that these stickers exist at all. Especially in their current format, the really weak these really weak wait. Yeah, no, that's the right one. These really weak foil stickers that are just I don't even know how else to describe them. I'm just going to say that I disapprove them and leave it at that. Alright, that's one. Next. That's two. In-between layer of the backing wants to come off. Jesus Christ. I hate you, 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 I hate you. You fucking sticker. You fucking sticker. You're so goddamn enormous! Oh my god. Aligning this. Oh, aligning this is... I feel like I'm gonna have an aneurysm. is this? What is this? What is this shit? What is this? That is motherfucking. Oh my fucking god! No, no! This wrinkle goes. This wrinkle has to go. I fucking know how this happened. But it's gotta go. Something's burning up inside. It is my rage! Oh man, this is pissing me off. Something for sure. This alignment shit. Oh my god, this alignment. Oh my god. Why? Why does this exist? God. This is so aggravating. Fuck that. God, fuck that. I hate that, and that is. I'm gonna do it fuck again here. Just drive me batshit. Enormous stickers, enormous god-forsaken stickers. Stickers made by no god, made by a man to be as fucked as possible. Screwed up one. Why should I care about this one? Line. He's just personable. Be normal. Don't fuck it up. Stop that. Get some help. Go kill yourself. Fucking piece of shit. Sticker. I am gonna leave it, you know, that'll just be it, you know. I'll keep these stickers this way, all wrinkled and shitty like this, just as a testament to how awful it is. At least long enough for me to do videos about it, or at least make some sort of review of something, because this hurts. You know, once I'm capable, I'm just gonna get a spray brush or an air can or something. I don't care what. These stickers are coming off, and in their place is going fluorescent orange paint. Or something to that effect, because this is... These right here are the epitome of the biggest and an enormous fuck you. An absolutely enormous fuck you, which I'm going to give right back to Flame Toys for even considering this cheap, shitty idea of model making a weapon of any kind whatsoever. I officially hate this. Like, not the entire kit, but this one weapon. The entirety of this weapon, and the epitome of its existence, can go straight to hell for those fucking stickers. I feel like I'm missing something here. Yep. Come on, hand, come off. In that hand's place goes the worst weapon in the history of existence, as far as I'm concerned. Just because of those fucking stickers. Well, I gotta say that this is gonna be one of the most polarizing kits I've assembled in a long time. It's not a Bandai kit, of course. It would have to not be a Bandai kit for me to have sort of feelings for it that I do. But, yeah, there you go. Flame Toys, Furai model, Optimus Prime attack mode. Completed. With that all said and done, stream over. Just stream over. Fuck the shit. Fuck. I don't even care enough because of these goddamn stickers on this goddamn weapon. I'm not even going to say my regular outro. It's just like, we're done. Bye.